What if I told you the car you're thinking of buying, that sleek, luxurious dream machine, will lose nearly 72% of its value in just 5 years? That's not a typo. Imagine lighting $70,000 on fire and being left with just $20,000 worth of regrets. Today, we're counting down the 20 most worthless cars you can waste your money on right now. And trust me, some of these names will shock you. These are the vehicles with luxury badges, premium promises, and financial consequences so brutal, they should come with a warning label. Stick with me to the end, because number one is a luxury EV so bad that dealers are struggling to give it away. Let's kick off at number 20 with the Audi A7. This car screams sophistication, but it also silently devours your savings. With a depreciation rate of 60.5%, it loses over $43,000 in just 5 years. That's right. A $70,000 car ends up being worth less than $30,000. The styling is futuristic, but the real problem lies under the hood and behind the dashboard. Owners frequently report infotainment failures and glitchy electronics. Once the warranty expires, repairs become a wallet-draining ritual. Plus, as Americans continue abandoning sedans for SUVs, resale values have plummeted. At number 19, the Mercedes-Benz S-Class. The king of German luxury, right? Well, it might wear a crown, but it hemorrhages money. Depreciation hits a staggering 60.7%, meaning over $71,000 in value disappears in just 5 years. You'll get prestige and painful repair costs. Just diagnosing electrical problems can cost over $1,000. And once it's out of warranty, buckle up, because that flagship badge also comes with flagship bills. Coming in at number 18 is the Land Rover Discovery. On paper, it's a rugged, off-road British masterpiece. In reality, it's a frequent guest at repair shops. With a 60.9% value drop and an average loss of $37,000, it's just the start. Owners report endless issues: suspension failures, electrical gremlins, and repair bills that easily pass whopping $200 per visit. It's luxurious, yes, but also infamously unreliable. Number 17 brings us back to Audi with the A6 sedan. Depreciation strikes again at 60.9%, wiping out over $35,000 in value. Consumer Reports gives it just average reliability, and that's generous. Common complaints include infotainment crashes and electrical issues. And again, it's a sedan in an SUV world. Combine high maintenance costs with fading market demand, and you have a recipe for resale disaster. At number 16, we have the Cadillac Escalade. It may command presence on the road, but it also commands massive losses. A 61% depreciation rate, or over $53,500 gone in 5 years. Add in dismal fuel economy, think 14 Memenafric on a good day, and maintenance costs that start in the 4-digit range, and you've got yourself a luxury liability. Many of these end up in rental fleets or limo services, further tanking their used value. Number 15 is the Infiniti QX60, a luxury SUV that's essentially a dressed-up Nissan Pathfinder. It loses 61.5% of its value in 5 years, nearly $31,000 gone. Reviewers consistently rate it behind rivals in performance and refinement, and owners mention high repair costs that aren't justified by the badge. It's not premium enough to justify the price and not reliable enough to keep. Number 14 is the Audi Q7, a luxury SUV that drops 61.6% of its value, over $37,000. Initially praised for design and features, that the Q7 quickly becomes a repair magnet as it ages. Owners report expensive air suspension failures, glitchy electronics, and complex tech that becomes more curse than blessing. Once new models with better tech hit the market, resale values nosedive. At number 13, the once mighty BMW 5 Series. Depreciating 61.7% in 5 years, that's over $36,000 gone. While it's known for dynamic performance, it's also notorious for complex, expensive repairs post-warranty. Electronic control modules can cost $2,500 to replace, and suspension issues aren't far behind. Leasing makes sense. Buying, not so much. Number 12 is the Audi A8L, Audi's flagship sedan. It loses 62.7% of its value, nearly $58,000 down the drain. Air suspension problems, glitchy electronics, and tech that ages poorly make this an especially risky buy. Owners frequently report needing specialty technicians just to fix basic issues. It's big, bold, and brutally depreciating. At number 11, the Range Rover. It depreciates 62.9%, losing $68,000. Luxury? Yes. Reliable? Not even close. Owners report collapsed air suspensions, failed infotainment systems, and breakdowns that come out of nowhere. The Range Rover is a masterclass in mechanical misfortune. Most buyers lease them for a reason. No one wants to deal with the post-warranty pain. Breaking into the top 10, we have the Cadillac Escalade ESV. It loses 62.9% or nearly $57,000 in 5 years. Despite its size and comfort, fuel efficiency is atrocious and resale value is hammered by the fact that many of these served as airport shuttles. Luxury or not, nobody wants to pay a premium for a car with commercial mileage. At number 9, we meet the Tesla Model X. You'd think an EV would hold value, right? Think again. It loses 63.4% of its value, nearly $54,000 gone. Those iconic Falcon wing doors, if they break, and they do, repairs can exceed $30,000. Add battery degradation, and this futuristic SUV becomes a costly reminder of early EV growing pains. Number 8 is the Maserati Levante. This Italian beauty sheds 63.7% of its value. That's nearly $65,000 evaporated. It's underwhelming in performance, but overwhelming in repair costs. Owners often wait weeks for parts and pay thousands for basic fixes. It's exotic in all the wrong ways. Number 7 is the Nissan Leaf, one of the first mass-market EVs. Unfortunately, it depreciates 64.1% or over $18,000. That's brutal for a car that starts under $30K. Its range is limited, and it gets worse as the battery ages. Compared to modern EVs with 300-plus mile ranges, the Leaf feels ancient. At number 6 is the BMW 5 Series Hybrid, which loses 64.7% of its value, over $47,000. It combines two expensive systems, BMW complexity and hybrid technology, and the result is a maintenance double whammy. Not enough performance to excite, not enough efficiency to impress. Number 5 is the Maserati Ghibli. The depreciation, an eye-watering 64.7%, yes, or nearly $71,000. This Italian sedan looks the part but delivers lackluster driving experiences and sky-high maintenance costs. It has the cachet of an exotic without the joy, just the bills. At number 4, the Infiniti QX80. It's a giant SUV that loses 65% of its value, at about $53,500. It suffers from poor fuel economy, dated tech, and an identity crisis. It's neither as refined as luxury competitors nor as practical as mainstream rivals. The bronze medal goes to the Tesla Model S at number 3. Once groundbreaking, now outpaced. It loses 65.2% of its value, more than $52,000. Early adopters face expensive battery replacements, build quality complaints, and resale competition from better, newer EVs. Runner-up at number 2 is the BMW 7 Series. This flagship sedan loses a painful 67.1% of its value, over $65,000. High-tech complexity means even basic repairs require advanced diagnostics. It's a financial ticking time bomb. And finally, number 1, the Jaguar I-Pace EV. It holds the crown as the most worthless car in America. It loses a staggering 72% of its value in 5 years at nearly $52,000 wiped away. Owners face electrical issues, recalls, poor range, and a sparse dealer network. Jaguar bet big on this car, and the market has responded by saying, no thanks. It's the automotive version of burning your savings and hoping it drives well. So there you have it. 20 cars that might impress your neighbors today, but will devastate your finances tomorrow. If you're serious about making a smart car purchase, check out my next video on 10 cars that actually gain value over time. where reliability, resale, and respect come together. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with the worst car you've ever owned. And remember, just because it's expensive doesn't mean it's valuable.